1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 more second. One more. Be right back. Yo, yo, ladies and gentlemen. Man, I missed y'all. I have missed you all so much. Um, I'm kind of shaking, y'all. Man, I haven't been on YouTube. I haven't even checked. I have checked, but it's just been there's been so much taking place. I mean, so much from personal to business to life. Um, so I'll be upfront with y'all. I won't hide anything, and I'll be completely transparent. Um, my brother passing was extremely devastating. To the point I just I don't want to say shut down, but in my case, it's just shut down. Like it was. I don't want to say it was. It's an ongoing battle, but my brother was such a centerpiece to my family. Not only was he my oldest brother, my only brother, but he was also the father figure in my life. Yeah, he always stuck up for me, always took care of me, always made sure I was in good hands when my mom wasn't there. And trying to find a method to cope with that is just it's just kind of one of those things. And everyone handles things in their own way. Uh, so it's kind of hard to give, you know, real world advice to somebody and you don't truly know what they've been through. So with that being said, I've been trying to maintain and mentally get back on track. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing these last couple months. Family wise, we're doing okay. We're doing good. We're all in good health. The kids are fantastic. Um, Let me see what else. So off the rip, yeah, that's pretty much how I'm gonna start this off. How have you all been? How's the holidays? How would you all bring the New Year's in? And we appreciate all the prayers, you guys. My mom is she's a little older, so her trying to understand where to go to find my videos on YouTube, I have to actually send her the YouTube videos. But she's extremely thankful for you all, and she tells me to tell you all thank you, and she appreciates. Um, everything that you've done for us, and you know what you all mean to me. No, I'm not back in Ohio. I was just recently there visiting family, visiting my mom, and I actually just got back here to Florida. Was it 2 or 3 days ago? So, and I'll be back in Ohio um, once this month and another time in February. So if anyone is in the Cleveland area or within, I would probably say like an hour or two within driving distance, I have no problem setting time aside to where I can get a meet and greet, meet some of my subscribers, because I owe you all a great deal. And like I say, I'm going to find a way to give that back, whichever way I'm able to. Um, and yeah, yeah, I appreciate it, man. I've I've spent so much time in this and it just in life in general, just trying to be the best that I can and everything that I do, no matter what it is. Um, and I don't know if I've explained it, but I've been cutting grass since I was wee high, uh, pretty much from the time I've been able to walk. My mom we used to cut the grass together. I used to walk right, the little bar in the middle of the push mower. Yeah, that's where I used to hold it. Um, so naturally, I'm a detailed guy, and it just kind of translated over to landscaping. And I'm not a perfectionist. My OCD is definitely pretty high. So that's kind of why my work reflects that. I pay attention to everything. I normally don't miss much. I'm not perfect as much as I would love to be, but yeah, I don't miss much. Yeah, I know that by now. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, that's all that's my biggest goal is to continue to grow every day to be the best person possible, not only for myself, but for the people that I care about, for the people that care about me, and the people I haven't ran into yet. Um, Kindness and generosity, it just gets kind of overlooked a lot, and that's granted. That can be attributed to a whole list of things, but at the end of the day, what helps me keeps that relevant is God. I try to walk as close in that path as I can, and I'm not nearly as close as I want to be. But with time, everything works itself out. But that's always the end goal, guys. Yeah, yeah, I got a big heart, just a little bit. I'm pushing to get this to 2K this year. What are you trying to get to 2K? Let me see, Chevy. Chevy, you got a YouTube? You got a YouTube channel? Let me check you out. Hold on. And guys, if you all got a YouTube channel, or looking to start a YouTube channel, start it. Don't wait. Don't don't think that you can't do it or you need A, B, C, D. Literally, all you got to do is start. Start piecing the puzzle together, and by the time you pick your head up to see where you're at, man, you're gonna be so far into an area that you didn't think was possible. So that's what I recommend. Just start. My headliner is filthy on camera, at least. Yeah, bro. Yeah, military. I miss it sometimes. I wasn't in the army. I was in the Navy, um, and that's a whole nother story in itself. But yeah, life is all about what you make it. If you want to be a millionaire, write down a game plan to become a millionaire. But ultimately, you want to do something that you love to do, or find something that fascinates you about an industry, and kind of just take the time to find what it really means to you. I always tell people stick with something that's true to their heart because it's easier that way. You don't find yourself complacent. You don't stagnate yourself. And the positive energy that's surrounded by doing something that you love is just kind of unmatched. I love grass. Everything about grass. I love being outside. I love the sun on my presence. It's a wonderful feeling. So in my case, it kind of worked out for me doing YouTube. Um, but I'm also a mechanic. I also do all of the repairs on anything that I have, regardless of if it's my house, my equipment, my mowers. I'll take the time to learn whatever it is I have to learn, if feasible, for my life. And there's certain things that I'm going to pay for just for the convenience. But ultimately, knowledge is the key to growth. All knowledge. Don't close your mind to anything because you never know what's going to be handy. I took this video editing class back in high school. That's almost what is that, 11, 12 years, and then fast forward 11, 12 years from graduation, it came in handy. So all information is good information. Nothing is useless. There is time specific information, but you just got to be able to pick through that. The carpet cleaner in the can. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find something for sure, because yeah, that's kind of bothering me. And you don't really see it. You don't really see it unless it's on camera. But I also don't look up there much. Yes, Miss Susan, absolutely, definitely a jack of all trades. That's kind of how I got to this point. Um, Before I started my company, I was climbing trees, climbing palm trees. I worked at the nursery. I've done so much in my life. I used to work at the oil change spot, baby shampoo and a brush. Never heard of that before. Yeah, I'll give that a try too. But you all see how you kind of give me this information, and like I say, that's just at the due diligence of you all. Um, all information is good information. You never know when it's going to be useful. Um, yeah, that's one way to put it, Miss Jane. I try not to fall back on anything. Like I say, I try to make a plan and stick to it. And if for whatever reason the plan doesn't work or it doesn't fall through, then a pivot is necessary. But no, I'm not really a fallback guy, because it just kind of it limits your it limits your expansion of thought process. Because if you have something to fall back on, if A doesn't work, then you go to B, then you go C, so on and so forth. Have I heard from Marcus? No, I haven't. Yeah, no. Like I say, everybody goes through things, and uh, that might be the case in his scenario, but no, I haven't heard from him. Oh, y'all throw some questions at me. Whatever y'all been itching to ask me, like I say, everything's on the table. I want to give back to you all the best way I can. And hey, like I say, information is key. You don't know if you don't ask. When you say custom license plates, what do you mean? Or if you go to my Facebook account and actually send me some of your work. If you got a portfolio, send me that as well. Cause I'm trying to get my garage together, and I could definitely use some custom license plates. So what's been new with you guys? You know, what's been going on? Is the family well? You all got any new goals or dreams that you want to get started for 2024? What's been going on? How was you all's 2023? The end of it. Um, how often do I go back? So quite a few of them I go through in passing, just because they're on my route or they're on the way to my route. And for the ones that have people in them or own the homes or actually on the properties, uh, yeah, things just kind of go back to the way they used to be. I can't really tell you why, you know, but I tried. And the abandoned ones, I want to say one or two of the abandoned properties so far that I've seen, they've gotten claimed. Someone just came there, either moved in or sold it, but they're taking them back over. But no, majority of them they're back to the conditions that they were and or worse, unfortunately. Just glad the holidays are over. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I don't really celebrate birthdays either. You know, for me, every day is special because you never know what day is gonna be your day. So, uh, just on the simplest terms, no, I don't celebrate holidays. But I always ask people how their holidays was, just because it's, for me, I think it's the right thing to do. Just because you don't celebrate something or you don't see the value in it, that doesn't take away from what other people see in it or feel about it. Daughter just got off her white coat at FAMU. What does that mean? Congratulations to her too, but I'm not sure what that means. Hey Gabriel, Happy New Year, my man. Yeah, I tell my kids the same thing. It's a clever analogy I came up with. So a lot of people will have a lawnmower in their yard, and you know, due to circumstances and occurrences, the yard grows, and we don't pay attention to it. And then it gets to a point to where when we were able to handle it with the lawnmower that we had, uh, we didn't. And now it's at a point to where what we did have is no longer able to cover the circumstances that we let build up. And although you may not want to cut the grass, cut the grass. And I say that to say this: whatever you're dealing with, whatever kind of situation comes about, um, hardships, good times, whatever it may be, you got to deal with it. Period. No one's coming to save you. Um, no one. These 4 years have been, and the Navy was extremely difficult. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not what I think it was before, but I was forward deployed. So I was in Japan straight out of boot camp, and you're going nonstop, 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 always gone, whether it's deployed, inspections, just all kind of things. And I worked extremely hard in that. But this journey that I'm currently on, that I've been on for the last 4 years, March it'll be 4 years that I've been self-employed. I've had to risk I've had to risk almost everything to get here. When I first started out, I was a supervisor at Walmart, and um, I became a supervisor in 6 or 7 months. This is always the case, no matter where I go. I don't have a problem with taking directions, but I also know what I bring to the table, and I'm I'm not just a guy. I excel at anything that I do because I want to be the best that I can, not only for myself, but the people that are around me. Therefore, whatever I'm able to produce, at the bare minimum, I'm at least able to hold my weight. Above that, I'm able to help people that aren't, for whatever the reason may be. So I've I just had to sacrifice whatever it was. I didn't have my license at the time, and that was back in 2019. So I was walking to and from work for a year and a half, almost 2 years. And the situation at Walmart, it didn't turn out. It wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. And I was just kind of fed up with life. I thought that there has to be more than what I was getting. Because deep down inside, I knew that I had so much more to offer the world. I had so much more to offer myself. And I broke down, you know, I left work early and I cried the entire way home because I was really lost. I thought life was over. I just got out the military about a year and a half, 2 years at that time. And I had no sense of direction. I had no connection with God really. And at that point, I just kind of made a choice. I chose to get rid of the things that I thought was working or I thought could work. And I started to develop a relationship with God. Through me developing a relationship with God, I found avenues of myself that I didn't know existed. I've always been an extremely confident person, but just like anybody, I have self-doubt. I beat myself up. I'm my worst critic. And, um, so I made the leap. I took everything that I had at that point in time, which was like 200 or 300 bucks. I went to the pawn shop, bought me a pair of climbing spikes for I think it was like 150 bucks. I had one of the Big Daddy chainsaws, and I bought me a climbing belt. And I knew only thing that I needed was another 300 to 400 bucks to start getting tools to start a landscaping company. So after I climbed a couple palm trees, I was able to come up with the money to get me a push mower and a weed eater and a little handheld blower. So that was step one. At the time, I was with my son's mother, and she allowed me to use her vehicle. So again, no license, no driver's license, no credentials, no paperwork for a business, no none of that. It was a risk that I was willing to take because I knew if I stuck it out long enough, the costs, the benefits will outweigh the costs. And in that trunk, and I went through every neighborhood. I went door to door. I went Facebook, Nextdoor app. I did everything that I could to start generating revenue, and I had no idea what I was doing. I've never ridden a riding lawnmower until I bought my own. The guys at the landscaping companies, and this is another big problem, they don't, it's not all of them, a good amount of them, they don't want to see you gain that kind of experience or that knowledge for the simple fact that you might replace them or you might take a position that they've been, working for, whatever the case may be. So they kind of stagnate you. They keep you on the sticks. I was a ditch warrior for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years before I even got to smell a zero turn or a riding lawnmower. And I was fine with that because nobody else wants to do it. And that's who I am. I do the things that no one else wants to do. Not because it's cool or because it's going to make me look cool. It's because I want people to know, no matter what, I'm willing to do what it takes. So once I started understanding that, that's when things started to change for me. I upgraded from the push mower to a walk behind. And at the same time, I was able to find me a pickup truck for 600 bucks. So in the span of a year, I went from walking to work, climbing trees for companies, from starting out my own stuff, not really having an idea, to starting to really feel like this is something that I can actually do. My first year in business, I didn't know how it was going to go. And landscaping, 3 to 5 years, you'll have a pretty good idea if you're going to make it or not. And like I said, I had no clue. So from the push mower and all of those things that I just mentioned, I was also doing landscape design. And I'll find a way to kind of show you guys that. But hey, I know a lot. I'm a fantastic landscape designer. We do leveled walls. We do complete installs of garden beds. We do border edges. We do pavers, fences. So my portfolio was so big that, you know, I just knew I had what it takes. And in the process of trying to start the landscaping company, I was still doing my mechanic stuff. I was still doing odds and ends to bring money in, because as you all know, or even if you don't know, if you live here in Florida, if you've ever been, grass, it does grow, but in the wintertime, it slows down. So your money is never the same. And my first year in the business, uh, my my son's mother at the time, you know, she had became pregnant, so there was immense pressure. And you know, I still have two older kids that I have to think about as well. So I just took the risk. I jumped in head first. And of course I didn't do everything correct. Of course I took shortcuts. Of course I probably broken a law or two here or there. But it was all with the intentions on becoming the best businessman that I thought I could be, or just becoming a businessman in general. I never thought I was able to do that. And I know there's quite a few people in the world that feel becoming an entrepreneur or owning their own outright is like a far reach, and it's not. What helped me get there was my connection with God. That's the short answer. The long answer is I was willing to do whatever it took, no matter what. I do not care. I've climbed 60, 70-foot trees, shaking like a stripper up there. Guys, listen, I climbed this one palm tree, I don't know, 60, 70 feet of Sylvester. And Sylvester has those sleeves that go all the way up it. Guys, I was stuck in this palm tree for an hour. I don't know what I was getting ready to call the fire department, guys. It was, you know what, I'm adding context to it. Whatever it takes, man, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I encourage you all to do it too. Um, there's always going to be opposition when you're trying to get to the next level. There's always going to be another boss at each level that you're trying to obtain. That's the foresight of the situation. Once you realize that, once you understand that, you kind of take the punches as they come. You build your resiliency to the trials, to the setbacks. I've been through 6 trucks. I've been through 5 lawnmowers, and I've wasted so much time on underbidding and taking jobs that I shouldn't have taken. But again, you don't know if you shouldn't have taken the job until you take it. It's catch-22, you know. But being an owner, being a businessman, woman, that's just kind of what it entails. So again, 2024, guys, don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for next week. If there's something that you legitimately want to do and you feel as if you can do it, but you haven't, start as soon as you click off of this video. It's really just that simple, because you don't know what's going to come of it. You don't know what opportunity is lying out there. And most importantly, you don't know who wants to see you win. You know, we face a lot of people who put us down or make that journey that much more difficult. But there's a yin and a yang to everything. For the amount of people that are making it difficult, there's going to be a certain amount of people that are going to try to make it seamless for you. I don't want to say easily, but seamless. Stay committed, stay focused, stay passionate. Same thing I tell you guys all the time. Life is hard, you know. Trying to figure out the right things to say or do is hard. You just kind of got to see what, throw something out there, see what sticks. And it's important to, it's not only important to you, but again, it's important to everybody that you come in contact with, because you don't know who's looking at your situation, or you don't know who's even, I don't want to say idolizing you, but looking up to you, because what you may think is something small in your realm may be gargantuan in, the person next to you's realm. And just being able to see that, or being able to hear, what I'm telling you all right now, kind of reinserts faith, like, hey, I'm not the only one. There are other people. Guys, I was this time last winter, um, I think I just started my YouTube account in November. I think I released like one little teaser video, and just, I think it was like a couple days before Christmas, I released my first video. I was dead broke. Dead broke. Um, to the point to where I thought that was, I didn't think I was going to make it into 2023. Financially, spiritually, emotionally, I was just I was on the edge, because I had put every last dime, time, thought, muscle fiber. I put everything into it. And I thank God. I thank God that I took that risk. Every day, I thank God that He gave me the energy to take that risk. I would have never met you all. We would have never known about each other. A lot of things just wouldn't have happened, or wouldn't have happened in the time frame that they did. And again, I attribute that to just starting. It is so important to just start. You all have so much in you that you don't even realize, or you may even realize it and not really know how to apply it. But it's just that simple. It's just really applying it. Each one of us individually have something unique that we bring to the table, that we offer the world. And even for the people that don't necessarily believe in God or the God that I believe in, whatever God you do believe in, you have to understand that they planted something inside of each and every one of us that is strictly unique to us, but is for everyone that we come in contact with, everyone within inside of the community. The hard part is understanding what that something is, or understanding where to find what that something is. And for me, I didn't find it until I turned to God. Coach Saucier. Coach Saucier is not only a mentor to me, but he's a great friend. And he's been there since my childhood. He used to come and put food in me and my mom's refrigerator. When times I got hard, the recession from 08 to 2010, it set us back tremendously. And a lot of people don't know. I don't voice it. I'm going to start voicing it more, just so people understand. But my life hasn't been the easiest, and there's people with more elaborate stories, but nonetheless, everyone has their own uphill battles. At 15, I had to move out of my mom's house. Um, life was just at a point to where I either had to move back to the inner city of Cleveland, to where it just wasn't going to be a good spot for me. And I was presented an opportunity to not go back to Cleveland, but to stay in the school system of Streetsboro, which I was at the time. I had an opportunity to stay there. And that opportunity was given to me because the young man that I consider like a brother to me now, Patrick, I gave him a pair of shoes when we were in the 10th grade. And I gave him the shoes because he had these DCs on and it was snowing outside, and they weren't good shoes to be wearing. And like I said, me and my mom, we weren't rich, but I knew I had the ability to make money at that point in time to go buy me another pair of shoes, or have my mom help me buy another pair of shoes. Uh, his parents came back the next day because they were a pair of Jordans. His parents they don't even know who Jordan is. So they thought he had stolen them. And, I kind of told them why I did it and that he didn't steal them. And off of that notion alone, when we were faced with that situation, for whatever reason, and I don't remember how it came to them, but they got wind of our situation. And due to me giving him those shoes, they kind of seen what character I possessed or the potential of the person that I could become. And they took me in the rest of my high school career for 3 years. Fed me, clothed me. For how long? Hush, Siri. Fed me, clothed me, took care of me as if I was one of their own. And that's indicative to the person that I am today, because I grew up in the inner city of Cleveland, and then I also had an opportunity to grow up in the countryside. And that's where I sprouted. That's where I really start to develop who I was going to become, which is the person that you see now. I had people back then that took the time to show me different skill sets, and I personally took the time to learn as much information as I could. I've been working on cars, I've been working on motorcycles my entire life. My mom would tell you when I was 7 or 8, I took the microwave apart because she said it didn't work, and I thought I could fix it. It didn't. I didn't fix it, and it didn't turn out well. And I'm saying all of this to say, when you think that you're inadequate at whatever age you are, really look back at how much you survived. However much it was, whatever the scenario was, really look back on what you survived and tell yourself, I'm 100 for 100. I've survived everything that has happened so far. Is it where I want to be? Is it necessarily what I want to deal with? No. But I have the ability to overcome it. And there is a brighter light on the other side. Every obstacle you overcome, you become that much more stronger for the next obstacle. I'm not the best with my words, and I'm working on it. But at the end of the day, self-confidence, spiritual connection with God, making good choices, and being a good person, I don't see how you could lose. You may not get everything that you want, but what you want is not what you need. And there's a difference. Eventually, you'll be able to get what you want, but it's more so about what you need. Because developing yourself as a person, as a business owner, as an employee, as a mom, a brother, whatever it may be, just bettering yourself overall is going to get you ultimately where you want to be. Vivian, I miss seeing you guys too. Hey, Hannah, I appreciate that comment. I really do. Oh, Chevy, about the VA. So right now, you know how it goes. I gotta continue to go back and forth. I am on a disabilities chart, but what they gave me is nowhere near what they owe me. So it is a battle that I have to continue to go through. But getting the foot in the door was the hard part. Now that I got that figured out, it's just about time, and that'll figure itself out. This daggone weather change got my lips peeling. Hold on. My bad, y'all had to see that. It was just easier to use this than the mirror. All right, y'all. So tell me what you think about this. Is anyone interested in getting commercial equipment like what I use? So my 2620 series edger, weed eater, hedge trimmer, blowers. I want to try to start giving you all some of this equipment away because you all deserve it. All right, Chevy, I got you. I'm gonna definitely check that out. That's what I was doing. Let me go check that out. Is your YouTube name Chevy Addict? Is that actually what your account is? Chevy. Oh, I got you right here, Chevy. Yeah, I got you right here. I'm gonna check that out and I'll tell you what I think. See if I'm able to give you some tips. But that's a different kind of field. But I guess content creating is still overall the same. But you know, I'll give you what I can. Do you have a significant other? Do you have any pets? And I just want to say, keep smiling. You have the most beautiful smile I've ever seen. If only my daughter didn't have a boyfriend. Hey now, you're trying to auction off your daughter. I like that. um, a significant other? No, I am single. I do not have any pets. I am looking at getting a dog here in the future. But I got so much stuff going on. I want my dog to be, I want him to have the best life, him or her. No, it's gonna definitely be a him. I want him to have the best life possible. So until I'm able to give him that, I'm gonna wait. And yeah, I'm working on smiling more. It's you gotta be blessed now. I'm gonna work on smiling more. Yeah, Chevy, I found you on there. Hold on. I don't know if my, hold on, why do I hear a car but don't see one? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, she caught me off guard a little bit. Hey now, hey man, I blush like the rest of them. Yeah, from time to time, it ain't always often, but just a little bit. Yeah, I can't wait to get into another jungle. I've seen a few. But I really want to find a good one for you all since it's been so long. So worst case scenario, I have a backup. But best case scenario is I'm able to find the jungle and get in there and do my little 1-2, my little karate chop. My little karate chop. No, my mom stays in Cleveland, Miss Vivian. Yeah, she stays up there in Ohio. I don't know why it's not letting me sign in. I know y'all got some more questions. Come on, shoot them at me. Let me not say shoot. Throw them at me. So I'm used to having Great Danes, but I think I'm gonna go a different route. I've been looking at Mastiffs. Maybe Belgian Malinois. I like those Siberian Huskies too. It's just hot in Florida. But more than likely, it's going to be a Mastiff. Alabama. Hey man, that's a hike and a skip. From Florida, I think it's like a 10-hour drive, 10 or 13-hour drive, give or take. What got me listening to rock? Honestly, moving to the country. So sorry about that. When I moved to the countryside, a lot of people were just listening to country / rock and roll. And I've always been a music lover, so it's kind of hard not to gravitate towards rock and roll. Then working in the mechanic shops, a lot of them were listening to heavy rock and metal. So I got a good introduction into both. Band wise, I think my favorite two bands. I'll probably say Metallica and Killswitch Engage. As far as like metal is concerned, rock is not even close. It's definitely, ooh, I lied. There is two, uh, uh, Pearl Jam and Journey. Journey's definitely, that's me. How often do I come across snakes? Seldom. Not a lot. I probably say every once in a while, once every couple yards. How far away could I go? With planning, I can pretty much go anywhere. And that would be dope to be able to come to a different city or state and, kind of surprise somebody with a yard makeover, a complete yard makeover, redo garden beds, plant flowers, mulch, all of that stuff. I had a black lab, 12 years. Yeah, masters are dope. They're really great dogs. They're listening, they're great with kids, they're family oriented, and they're smart, incredibly smart. Oh man, you know what deployment do to you? Man, you know how many different streams of music you got playing? Oh my lord. Yeah, it's a whole lot. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. 1 second. right, sorry about that. But yeah, nah, you know the military, man, that gets you seasoned with all kinds of music, all different kinds of stuff. I got a song for y'all. Look, and this is another dope song I like. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams. Oh, dang, what is it called? Oh, you looking at a Shenandoah. I don't know too much about Shenandoah. I do know that they're, I don't want to say a spinoff, but they're in the same family as Echo, so they're pretty much interchangeable as far as parts are concerned. But uh, yeah, I would definitely go to Echo though, Gabe, if I were you. AC/DC, absolutely. And I love all of them. The Eagles, absolutely. You can't you can't mention rock and roll without the Pioneers. Cane Corsos, yeah, I would. I would definitely get a Cane Corso. Yeah, no. That's definitely it's just not going to happen. Just in my experience, and I could be wrong. All right, his name is Israel. It started with a K. I don't know what it is, but this is definitely one of my favorite songs. See if I get hit with a copyright for playing it. Dutch Hounds? No. Definitely no Little Dogs. Definitely don't. I don't have anything against them, but not a big fan of them. Hey. Uh. 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 Mm. All right, guys, that's a copyright right there. But yeah, no, that's definitely one of them. When I'm feeling down, man, that song usually it usually picks me back up. A, it's a delightful melody, but B, it's kind of uplifting. That little ukulele he's strumming, I like that. No, me and I Hustle, no, we won't be collaborating anymore. AC/DC. Yeah, man. I wish that YouTube has that daggone copyright policy. I should be able to listen to music without the fear of copyright. But then, no, that wouldn't make sense. I know y'all got some more questions. Whatever it may be, y'all, I'm answering them. Whatever questions you got. And I just want to say thank you for you all taking the time to even, click on my live and see what I had going on. It means a lot. It could be no car in sight, but the minute you start asking, here they come. Man, listen. Every single time. Yeah, hey. Eventually, I'm gonna find me some time to where I can learn how to play this guitar. And when I do, guys, yeah. Can't sing worth a damn. But darn it, the guitar clear all that up. I could do some auto tune. Sheesh. 100. Hey, man. You living that good life. What Kanye say? Welcome to the good life. Yes, sir. The 100% club. That's a nice club to be a part. No, Gabriel. Me and our household don't. We don't talk anymore. Mm-mm. I got to get another phone mount. I know we got more questions than this, y'all. You know, I'd be wondering. No problem. You just saved me from washing dishes as soon as I can. Yeah. Dishes is always a monster. I always try to do them as I'm cooking, so then it won't be as bad. I can leave a few over if necessary. No, just do them all. Yeah, no, you're right. Just do them all. Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Nah, as soon as I get off of here, man, I'm gonna definitely slide into your inbox. We can chop it up there. Absolutely, 100%. Man, listen. So, how often will I be going live on YouTube? I really don't. I don't really have an answer to that. There's no set. There's no set. I guess times. I get. I don't know if once a week or once or twice a month. I don't know what would really be, because a lot of people. I'll tell you what. If you find my lives useful and you want me to do them, I'll do them as often as you all like. I can put the time into the schedule and do it that way. And when we come into these lives, if you all want me to do or talk about something specific, I can do my research or do some notes. Because like I say, the ability to pass off information between each other is the key to growing. And you all know that's what I'm about. Growth is key for the community. Each one teach one. Everyone does better. You have to worry about less, in a sense. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix is my guy. Yeah, I don't listen to him a lot, but his ability to do what he does with that guitar is definitely unmatched, for sure. There you go. See, hey, Susan, we on the same page. You all passing through Florida. What's the end destination? Um, I do maintenance on my equipment. I would probably say I try to do it at least once a week. In the winter times, they don't get used as often, so I'll pretty much maintenance them at the end of the month. But when they're used weekly, nah, I try to do it at least twice a month, at least. Lakeland, Florida. And then when you all, Gabriel, where you headed back to after that? Cause y'all be on the road a lot, man. Yeah, y'all some real truckers now. Well, when you do find out, hey, I wish you all safe travels and um, be safe on the road. It's definitely crazy out there. Hey, Miss Susan. Well, I appreciate my words being able to offer you some kind of help. Um, but again, the things that you might be dealing with at work, once you address them and you try to come up with a solution, if you're not able to fix it, whatever it may be, give it to God. and he'll almost fix it immediately. Continue to pray about it, continue to work towards progression, and I promise you it'll get better. And by the time it does, you're going to be so far removed from that situation, it won't even be a forethought. Oh, my blades? Uh, what I tell myself I'm going to do is, and it's relative to how much you cut. Um, but anytime I pull that mower out, and especially for YouTube yards, I definitely want to sharpen my blades immediately after. Because when you have dull blades, it puts more strain on the belt, which puts more strain on the PTO, and ultimately it shortens the lifespan of multiple components on your mower, and it leaves a really, really terrible cut pattern. So yeah, if I were you, if you have the time, I would sharpen my blades after every cut, or just buy new blades. Have you? And realistically, I would probably say it's nice to have, depending on how many yards you're cutting. If you're doing anywhere from 30 to 50 yards, I would probably say like 3 sets of blades, um, always on standby, and then one on the mower, so 4 in total. So then that way, when you run through, the 3 sets, you have one sharp, you resharpen the 3, so you always have 3 fresh ones, and you don't notice the time delay because you're only doing it once every 15, 20 days. Hey Gabriel, I actually do have a lot of stuff on my schedule for today, but we'll find time. Faith without work is dead. Absolutely. Having faith and praying for stuff is is necessary, but it also requires action. It also requires you doing something. Because you can run on a treadmill, but you're not going anywhere. Um, Faith without action equals dreams. Do you do a walkthrough of the yard before you cut? Oh yeah, yeah. Definitely. Cause you gotta walk through. You don't know, especially on abandoned property, any property. I ain't even gonna say. Anytime you get onto a property that is new to you, you should always walk your surroundings, because you don't know if there are stuck irrigation pipes up somewhere. You don't know if they have brick markings for plants or potholes or whatever the case may be. Dog toys, leashes, and really it's those leashes that you need to worry about. If you come across a fiber one, the mower, pretty much chop it up. It'll still get caught around the spindles. But those wire ropes, wire braided lines, they will destroy not only the blades, but the spindles. It'll snap a belt. It can do a whole lot of stuff. So absolutely, definitely walk the yard every single time. And even if you have been on that yard consistently or that property consistently, you should still walk it just to be safe. Now we got some more, y'all. What we got? Um, do I watch other YouTubers cut grass? So I don't know if I went into this, but the two people that initially sparked my interest on getting onto YouTube was Lawn Juggernaut and Al Blades. Now, cause I used to watch those guys quite often, cause I thought it was cool, and I just wanted to see what my actual work compared to theirs looked like, and this is no shot at anybody, but like I say, I have a certain profound confidence in myself. So when I see other people doing things that I know I can do, um, not only that I can do, but I feel I can be top in that category. Absolutely. Why would I not? Yeah. So watching them help me get in, and I used to watch SB because I was trying to understand how people were using transitions, or how they were making their videos more appealing so they weren't just dry and scenic. And so yeah, naturally, yes, you're gonna watch other people. Since being on YouTube, no, I don't necessarily pay attention to uh other lawn channels. um but that's personally just me. Hey y'all, I got stories for days too. Oh, so, and I think I'm gonna do a poll as well. Like I said, I'm trying to come up with ways to make the videos not boring, not dry, um, but as efficient as I can. You know, what do you all think about doing voiceovers, and not the entire length of the video, because y'all know how long my videos be, but just kind of parts throughout? How would you all feel about, I guess, me voicing my journey from start to finish? And it's gonna take me definitely a lot of videos to kind of break it down, but I'll actually come up with a system. Not like I would almost say like a episode branch, but I can come up with a system to where I'll break I'll break everything down. Each part of my journey from the time I was born till now. Just so, again, just so people have an understanding that they're not the only ones. Everyone has some kind of trial or tribulation. And I do think it's a good idea to voice those so other people are able to hear them, and they can kind of reflect on what you've been through and how you got out of it or are currently dealing with it, and use that information to try to help them out of their situation. So let me know what you all think about it. But I'm gonna make a poll to kind of see what everybody thinks. Trial and error, absolutely. There is no failures. I don't believe in failures. I really haven't ever really believed in failures. There's just always a lesson. If they or whatever fails you, you now have an understanding on what you did wrong, why you failed, and now you have a starting point to correct whatever those mishaps were, or whatever the reason you failed, whatever it was. That's that's the biggest thing. And a lot of people will tend to let emotion override the logic of it. And again, it's just a lesson. Understand it, redo the lesson, redo it, redo the information, continue to redo it until you come up with a different answer. And then once you come up with that different answer, try it. Not being messy, my dad has a far better job. Well, Gabriel, I will say, I don't think it's being messy. Everyone thinks, well, I would hope that everyone in a career field would think that their job is the best job. Because otherwise, you're gonna fight unnecessary demons. But it's about what the job does for you, what it does for your family, what it brings to you in your life. And if you're okay with what it brings, then it's not about better or worse, because there's always, like, I don't see myself ever becoming a plumber, and they make great money. But I don't foresee it. So it's kind of, that's how I think about it, Gabe. All right, Susan. That's what I figured, because I watch videos too. And It really be like those baking videos and like people riding motorcycles to where I'm a motorcycle enthusiast, so that's the main reason I click on the video. But hearing people's story or hearing those voiceovers, like I said, it gets the brain kind of triculating, and you get to reflect on your life, on things that you haven't done or want to do, or things that you can do better, or things that you need to, either not do. Just kind of a lot of things. It makes you reflect on. For me, it makes me reflect on everything. Jogging, I got his dog rescued. That's how you'll find your dog. That'll bring him to you. Let me reread that. Yeah, that's a pretty cool story. It's really unfortunate for that dog. But that's a really cool story, Susan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's something soothing. It's just so soothing to see a transformation take place. Yeah, absolutely. Like storytelling while you're cutting grass would be cool. Roger that. Yeah, I've heard of AP. Yeah, I've heard of AP. All right, guys. So I had this slated for about an hour and a half. Got roughly about 8 minutes or so. So if we got any last questions or any last hoorahs that you want to get out there for me, this would be the time to do it. Transformations in the tangible, spiritual ways are moving and inspiring. Yes, ma'am. I feel the same way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And like I told y'all, when I get to a property, I just need about a good 4 minutes and 47 seconds. And I already see the end product. My brain trick, it works pretty quick. Um, and that's one of I feel like it's one of my unique abilities is to be able to see the end product before I even get there. And then I'm able to tweak it whichever way I may, you know, whether it's more or less. Most of the time, it's always more. I appreciate it, Gabriel. Tell your father I said hello and safe travels. Excuse me. Uh, I don't. I don't go to the gym anymore. I would like to start. I need to start. But naturally, I just have the physique, and believe it or not, you know, what was it? 2000? I don't know. 2015, 16. I was right under 200 pounds. Yeah, I used to be solid. Yeah, real solid. And then once the alcohol kind of took over aggressively, and then I stopped, I lost a lot of weight. Yeah, so naturally, I'm just lean now. I might have to go back and find that video, Susan. That's crazy. Yeah, that is nuts. I don't. Yeah, people who abuse animals, man, that's far fetched for me. Yes, sir. I appreciate it, my man. You be safe as well. And again, thank y'all for tuning in, man. You already know. I really do appreciate it, y'all. Because I know y'all busy and got work and all of that good stuff. Y'all just as busy as I am. So, again, I do appreciate you. A hose lot. I be thinking about putting the cones down, but I don't. Safety's paramount. But when it's my time, it's my time. But I am going to start. I at least have one cone by my truck and trailer. I appreciate it, Susan. I'm wishing you a great 2024 as well. I'm wishing a great 2024 on everybody. It's going to be a fantastic year, y'all. It's going to be fantastic. Never said easy, but fantastic. I am currently putting 2 portfolios together for business ventures that I plan on launching this year. So that's pretty much what I'm dead set on. So no more vacations. Yeah, no more vacations. Anita, PA. I hope you're a Browns fan. I see you put that black and gold in there. I hope you're just trolling me right now. Absolutely. I'm always going to share with you all. If there's anything that you want to know, I'm an open book. Like I say, I don't believe that my story is solely for me. I believe that everything that we go through in life is necessary for people, not to understand, but at least have the option to have that information. So when they do get a better understanding of things, they have stuff to reflect back on, you know. But that's just me. Oh, yeah, guys, real quick. The Browns are going to the Super Bowl, y'all. Straight to the top. Nothing less. Super Bowl, y'all. I said it. What is today, the 3rd? I said it. Y'all gonna remember I said it? I said it. Super Bowl bound, baby. Dog pound. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, Darren, we was cool, man. We was cool until you typed that into the box. It's gonna be a bittersweet thing, my man. Cause Ravens is not beating the Browns. Guarantee. Not this season. Well, all right, y'all. Yeah, we still cool, man. Hey, listen, make a bet with you, Darren. When Browns beat the Ravens, you got to send me your address or a P.O. box so I can give you that Browns jersey. I'll make sure I put your last name on it, favorite number and all. But yeah, that's gonna be my gift to you, my man. All right, ladies, gentlemen, it's that time. I appreciate you all. The love and support, the camaraderie, all of it. I'm here for all of it. I appreciate you guys for everything that you do. I do want to mention one thing. If you all have any positive ideas that I could bring to the table for the community, definitely let me know. Whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube, definitely let me know. Other than that, I'm going to catch you all in this next video. And y'all be safe. Stay focused. Stay positive. I love you guys. Catch you in the next one.